That sudden cramp in your leg, it's not random. It's your body pleading for help quietly, urgently. Most seniors ignore it until walking becomes painful and sleep becomes impossible. But nature already gave us the answer. These 3 powerful foods don't just stop leg cramps. They strengthen your legs from deep within. Stay until the end. The 3rd food is the one your doctor never mentions, but your muscles desperately need. Inner foundation. The strength we seek in our limbs, the resilience that allows us to walk our path with steadiness and grace, does not begin in the muscle tissue itself. It begins much deeper, in the quiet soil of our inner world. The body is an ecosystem, a unified whole where every part is in constant communication with every other. A cramp, a moment of sudden contraction and pain, is not a random mechanical failure. It is a potent message, a form of communication from our physical self, signaling an imbalance, a deficiency, a need that has gone unmet. To approach this merely as a nuisance to be eliminated is to miss the profound opportunity it presents. An invitation to listen more deeply, to understand our needs more clearly, and to cultivate a more harmonious relationship with the vessel that carries us through life. The true foundation of strength is not brute force, but this intelligent, responsive harmony. In our youth, we often relate to our bodies as instruments of will, tools to achieve our desires in the world. As we gather more seasons, we are invited into a different kind of relationship, one of stewardship and respectful partnership. This involves understanding that the body possesses its own profound wisdom. It tirelessly works to maintain balance, to heal, and to adapt. Our role is not to override this wisdom with force, but to support it with conscious choices. When a limb falters, when a muscle seizes, it is asking for our attention. It may be asking for specific nutrients, for better hydration, for a release of accumulated tension, or for a more mindful way of moving. The motivation to strengthen our legs then must come from a place of compassion and care, not from a place of frustration or fear. It is this quality of intention that transforms a simple action, like choosing a particular food, from a mere mechanical act into a powerful gesture of self-nourishment and healing. Think of a mighty ancient tree. Its strength is not only in its thick trunk or sprawling branches. Its true foundation lies beneath the earth, in the intricate network of its roots. These roots draw nourishment from the soil, they provide stability against the wind, and they anchor the entire structure. The foods we choose to eat are like the nutrients drawn up by these roots. They are the raw materials from which the body builds its resilience. But just as the roots must be healthy to absorb these nutrients, so too must our inner environment be receptive. This is why our state of mind, our quality of rest, and our levels of stress are inseparable from our physical strength. A calm mind and a well-rested body create the fertile ground where nourishment can be fully received and utilized. Strengthening our legs, therefore, is a holistic endeavor, one that involves tending to the entire garden of our being, not just a single plant. Before we explore the specific gifts from nature's pantry, we must first establish this inner foundation of mindful listening. Take a moment each day to simply feel your legs. Feel their connection to the earth when you stand. Feel the subtle flow of energy within them when you are at rest. Notice any areas of tension, of coldness, of fatigue without judgment. This simple practice of embodied awareness is the first and most crucial step. It makes us more sensitive to our body's needs and more discerning in our choices. It ensures that when we do provide the specific nutrients it is asking for, we are doing so not as a blind prescription, but as a conscious, responsive, and loving act. This is the very essence of cultivating true, lasting strength, a strength that is not rigid and brittle, but supple, grounded, and vibrantly alive, capable of carrying us forward with both power and peace. Earth's offering. The earth itself is a great teacher of patience and strength. What grows within it, drawing sustenance directly from the soil, often carries a deep, grounding energy. It is here we find our first great ally in preventing the body's sudden cries for help. The unassuming sweet potato. This humble root vegetable is not flashy, nor does it boast of exotic origins. Its power lies in its deep connection to the ground from which it comes. It is a vessel of concentrated nourishment, slowly gathered and stored beneath the surface, waiting to be shared. In its vibrant orange flesh, it holds the key to one of the body's most essential dialogues, the language of minerals, which allows our nerves and muscles to communicate with grace and fluidity. Choosing such a food is an act of acknowledging that foundational strength often comes from the most simple and earthy of sources. The seizing of a muscle is often a breakdown in communication. The electrical signals that tell a muscle to contract and, just as importantly, to release, depend on a delicate balance of electrolytes. One of the most vital of these messengers is potassium. Potassium is the mineral of flow, of rhythmic balance. It helps maintain the proper fluid balance within our cells and is critical for the smooth transmission of nerve impulses. When our reserves of this mineral are low, the messages can become distorted. The command to contract may be sent, but the counter command to relax may falter, resulting in a cramp. The sweet potato is an exceptionally rich and gentle source of this vital potassium. By mindfully incorporating it into our diet, we are not just eating a vegetable, we are replenishing the very vocabulary our nerves and muscles need to speak to each other in a language of peaceful cooperation rather than painful conflict. But its gifts do not end there. The sweet potato also offers a generous supply of magnesium, another master mineral for muscular well-being, which we will explore more deeply later. It also provides calcium, which plays a role in the mechanics of muscle contraction. This beautiful synergy of minerals within a single, whole food is nature's wisdom in action. It provides not just an isolated nutrient, but a complex of supportive elements that work together harmoniously. Preparing a sweet potato is also a practice in mindfulness. Whether baked until soft and comforting or steamed to preserve its gentle texture, the process asks for patience. It reminds us that nourishment is not just about quick consumption, but about the slow and caring transformation of the earth's bounty into something that will become a part of our very being. Let the act of eating this grounding food be a meditation. As you consume it, feel a sense of gratitude for the stability of the earth, for the quiet, patient work of the plant that created this storehouse of vitality. Acknowledge that you are providing your body with the fundamental tools it needs to maintain its inner rhythm and flow. You are directly supporting the foundation of your own physical steadiness. This is how a simple dietary choice becomes a profound act of self-care. It ceases to be merely about preventing a cramp. It becomes about cultivating a deeper connection to the earth and fostering a resilient, well-nourished foundation that allows for strength, stability, and graceful movement through all of life's terrains. It is a humble yet powerful step on the path of embodied well-being. Green vitality. From the deep grounding energy of the earth, we turn our attention to the vibrant, expressive life that reaches for the sun. The deep green leaves of certain plants are like the lungs of the world, transforming light into life itself. Here we find our second powerful ally, the family of dark leafy greens. Think of spinach, Swiss chard, or kale. Their rich color speaks of a concentrated life force, of vitality made manifest. To consume them is to invite this quality of vibrant, flexible life into our own system. The seizing of a muscle is a state of being stuck, a failure to let go. Leafy greens, in their very essence, represent the opposite. They are models of pliancy and flow, bending with the wind yet remaining strong. They offer our bodies the mineral wisdom needed to emulate this state, the wisdom of relaxation, of yielding, of gracefully letting go. The key that unlocks this state of muscular release is a mineral we have already mentioned, magnesium. While potassium helps to conduct the nerve's signal, magnesium can be thought of as the gentle hand that soothes the muscle afterward, allowing it to return to a state of rest. It is the great relaxer. In our modern lives, we are often in a state of chronic tension, both mental and physical. Our magnesium stores can be easily depleted by stress. A deficiency in this crucial mineral can leave our muscles in a state of hyperexcitability, poised on a hair trigger, ready to contract forcefully at the slightest provocation and then struggling to release. dark leafy greens are one of nature's most abundant sources of this essential calming mineral. By ensuring our diet is rich in these greens, we are providing our muscles with the direct message and chemical tool to let go, fostering a state of ease rather than a state of tension. Furthermore, these humble greens offer a wealth of other supportive nutrients. They are rich in calcium, which, while involved in the contraction phase, must be in balance with magnesium for proper function. They provide antioxidants that help to quell the silent fires of inflammation, which can contribute to muscular irritability. They offer vitamins that support overall cellular health and energy production. Once again, we see nature's wisdom at play, providing not an isolated element, but a symphony of nutrients that work together to create a state of holistic balance. The act of preparing these greens, washing their vibrant leaves, perhaps gently steaming or sautéing them, is an opportunity to connect with this energy of fresh, green vitality, an antidote to the staleness that can lead to physical constriction. As you incorporate these foods into your meals, consider the quality they represent. They embody resilience through flexibility. They teach that true strength is not rigid, but adaptable. Meditate on the idea of muscular release, of letting go of tension not just in your legs, but throughout your body and mind. See each bite as an invitation for your muscles to relax, to soften, to enter a state of peaceful readiness rather than one of high alert. By consuming these green foods with this specific intention, you are doing more than just supplying a mineral. You are actively cultivating a state of being. You are nourishing the very foundation of relaxation and release that is essential for preventing the painful seizing of a muscle. And in doing so, you are nurturing a deeper sense of calm that can permeate your entire life. Ocean's treasure. Our journey for nourishment now takes us from the grounding soil and the vibrant leaves to the ancient, mineral-rich depths of the ocean. The ocean is the planet's great reservoir of life, a vast body of water where a perfect saline and mineral balance has been maintained for eons. Our own bodies are, in essence, small internal oceans, with our blood plasma bearing a remarkable resemblance to seawater. Maintaining the delicate mineral and fluid balance of this inner ocean is absolutely critical for health and especially for proper muscle and nerve function. When this balance is disturbed, particularly through dehydration or the loss of electrolytes through sweat, the communication within our system can falter dramatically. Our third ally, therefore, comes from this deep aquatic wisdom, offering a concentrated source of the very elements needed to restore and maintain our inner sea. Bone broth, thoughtfully and patiently prepared. While salmon is a worthy source of minerals, bone broth represents a deeper principle of slow, patient extraction. It embodies the art of drawing profound nourishment from humble materials, bones, connective tissues, and a few simple vegetables, simmered over many hours. This slow, gentle process patiently unlocks a treasure trove of minerals in a form that is exceptionally easy for the body to absorb. This includes not just calcium and magnesium, but also phosphorus, silicon, sulfur, and trace minerals, a full spectrum of the elements that form the very structure of our beings and facilitate countless biochemical reactions. For muscles to function correctly, they need this full symphony of minerals, not just one or two notes. Bone broth delivers this complexity in a deeply hydrating, warm, and comforting liquid form. It is like returning a cup of perfectly balanced seawater to our inner ocean, replenishing what has been lost. The value of bone broth extends beyond its rich mineral content. The long simmering process breaks down collagen from the connective tissues into gelatin. This gelatin is deeply supportive of our own connective tissues, our ligaments, tendons, and the fascia that surrounds and permeates our muscles. Healthy fascia is supple and hydrated, allowing muscles to glide smoothly over one another. When our connective tissues are weak or dehydrated, it can contribute to muscular dysfunction and pain. Consuming collagen-rich bone broth helps to nourish these very tissues, promoting flexibility and resilience from the inside out. It also contains amino acids like glycine, which have a calming effect on the nervous system, further reducing the overall state of tension and excitability that can lead to cramping. This makes it a truly holistic tonic for the entire musculoskeletal system. The act of preparing or consuming bone broth is itself a meditation on patience and deep nourishment. If you make it yourself, the slow simmering over many hours fills the home with an aroma of profound, simple sustenance. It teaches a lesson in not rushing, in allowing time to unlock hidden value. When you sip a warm cup, feel its gentle, restorative warmth spread through your body. Imagine it replenishing the mineral stores in your bones and soothing the delicate membranes of your cells. Acknowledge that you are partaking in an ancient practice, one that honors the wisdom of using the whole of an animal and recognizes that true strength is built from the inside, from the very matrix of our physical structure. This is not a quick supplement, it is deep foundational nourishment, supporting the body's very architecture and fostering a state of calm, hydrated, and mineral-rich resilience that makes cramping far less likely to occur. Mindful movement. Having nourished our bodies with the gifts of the earth, we must now invite this newfound vitality into our movement. Food provides the potential for strength, but it is mindful movement that awakens this potential and transforms it into functional, living reality. The legs, now better supplied with the minerals for communication and relaxation, ask to be used not with force or aggression, but with awareness. True strength in our legs is not about how much weight they can lift, but about the quality of their connection to the ground, the grace of their stride, and their ability to carry us through our day with a feeling of grounded security. Therefore, our final practice is not a food, but the conscious inhabiting of our limbs through simple mindful motion. This is how we integrate the nourishment and truly embody the strength we have been cultivating. Begin with the simplest of movements, walking, but transform it from a mere mode of transport into a deep meditative practice. As you walk, turn your attention away from the chatter of the mind and bring it fully into the soles of your feet. With each step, feel the sensation of the ground meeting your foot. Feel the heel connecting, the weight rolling through the arch, and the final push-off from the toes. Feel how the earth pushes back, supporting you completely. This simple shift in focus grounds your energy and brings a profound sense of stability. It allows you to feel the strength of your entire leg, the engagement of the calf, the power of the thigh, the stabilizing work of the muscles around the hip. You are no longer just using your legs. You are truly being with them, moving in harmonious partnership. This mindful walking improves circulation, delivering the nutrients you've consumed directly to the muscle tissues. Another vital practice is gentle, mindful stretching. After a walk or at the end of the day, take a few moments to communicate with your leg muscles through conscious elongation. Sit on the floor and gently extend one leg forward, keeping the other bent. Without forcing or straining, lean forward from your hips until you feel a gentle stretch in the hamstring and calf of the extended leg. Do not pull or bounce, simply breathe into the sensation. Imagine your breath flowing down into the muscle, inviting it to lengthen and release. Hold the stretch with a feeling of kind acceptance, not aggressive ambition. This is not a contest of flexibility. It is a quiet conversation, a request for the muscle to let go of any stored tension, solidifying the message of relaxation that the magnesium from your leafy greens has already delivered on a chemical level. Finally, consider the power of simple standing. Find a quiet space and simply stand with your feet about hip-width apart. Close your eyes if you feel stable enough. Feel your weight distributed evenly between both feet. Imagine your legs are like the strong rooted trunks of ancient trees, connecting you to the deep, stable energy of the earth below. Feel the subtle muscular adjustments your legs are constantly making to keep you balanced and upright. Acknowledge this tireless, intelligent work with gratitude. This practice of standing meditation cultivates a profound sense of being grounded, of being centered in your physical self. It reinforces the neural pathways of stability and balance. It is in this stillness that you can truly feel the supportive foundation you have built through mindful nourishment, recognizing that true strength is a dynamic balance of power and yielding, of engagement and rest, all held within a state of calm, present awareness. This path of cultivating strong and peaceful legs is a beautiful illustration of a holistic principle. We attend to the foundation through inner listening. We provide the essential building blocks through the humble gifts of the earth, the grounding sweet potato, the vital greens, and the deep nourishment of bone broth. And finally, we bring it all to life through mindful, conscious movement. Each step supports the others. This is not a list of separate tricks to stop a symptom. It is a unified, compassionate practice for cultivating a state of being where cramps are far less likely to arise because their root causes, imbalance, deficiency, and tension, are no longer being nourished. This is the path to true, sustainable strength, a strength that carries us through life with ease, with grace, and with profound peace. To build true strength is to cultivate harmony. The nourishment we take from the earth is a bridge connecting our inner world to the world outside. The food we eat, the way we move, the attention we pay, these are not separate activities, but threads woven into a single fabric of well-being. A cramp is a call to listen, an invitation to provide what is needed with mindfulness and care. As you bring these simple foods into your life, let them be reminders of the deeper principles they embody: grounding, vitality, and deep replenishment. The ultimate strength resides not in the muscle, but in the wisdom to live in balance. This path leads not only to steadier legs, but to a quieter mind and a more peaceful heart. Which of these simple principles, inner foundation, earth's offering, green vitality, or mindful movement, resonated most with your body's own quiet wisdom today?